My boyfriend asked me to give up my probation passing quota to his junior female schoolmate. I refused. On the day of formal employment, I was informed that I had failed my internship.
Whoopee, I finally passed probation, thanks to the world's best and most handsome senior. It turned out that my boyfriend Ethan, who was the R&D manager, had pulled strings for his junior and taken my probation passing spot. All the blood in my body seemed to freeze instantly. Very well. I'd like to see how long this company can last without my investment.
I went to the cap in my things and passed by the break room, where I saw Ethan and Lena.
Senior, you gave me your spot? Will Ella if she find out?
It's okay. Don't worry. She won't really be mad at me.
I get it. You've only been at Holt for 3 years and you're already the R&D boss. The world's your oyster. Of course Ella's gonna keep you on a short leash.
She adds in a quieter voice, tinged with envy.
She just happened to meet you one step before I did. I'm not as lucky as you. You made so many mistakes during your internship, yet you still managed to steal my permanent position through special connections.
Why are you being so harsh? What do you mean, special relationship? I was just looking out for my junior.
Just looking out for your junior. So you'd rather let your own girlfriend lose her job. Ethan, you're really selfless.
Yes, I did let her take your spot.
Ethan said, looking a bit guilty and not daring to look me in the eye.
But your family is well-loved, and you can find a job anywhere. Both Lena and I from small towns. It's not easy for us to settle down in a big city. You can't understand our situation at all.
Sister Ella, don't quarrel with Senior.
Lena said, and tears rolled down her face as she spoke.
I'll return the job to you right now. I can find a job back home. It's just that my brother and sister-in-law will scold me a bit.
When Ethan heard that Lena was going home, he immediately got anxious.
Ella, you can't do this to Lena. You have to say sorry to her now. Otherwise, I will never forgive you.
Sorry? As a victim, I was actually being asked to say sorry to the perpetrator? I snitted. Since you won't forgive me, let's break up.
Lena grabbed him tightly, crying bitterly.
Senior, don't worry. I'll pack my things and leave today.
Ethan stopped in his tracks and started to comfort Lena in a flurry.
He's always like this. Between me and Lena, he always chooses her first. When Lena and I both got sick, he chose to take care of Lena. On my birthday, Lena called and he left me to help her revise her thesis. Every time I was dissatisfied, he would say,
Lena is just a girl who came to study in a big city alone. It's not easy for her. I'm her senior.
As soon as I got home, my phone received a message from Lena. Sister Ella, I really didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Just as I was about to reply, a long string of messages popped up one after another. Ella, you're just lucky to have met Senior earlier than me. There's nothing to be proud of.
Although you're a local and your family is better off than mine, if I really want to compete with you, you may not be able to win.
I was furious. Lena was clearly trying to interfere in my relationship. I replied to her message, does he know that you're so persistent in interfering in other people's relationships? Do you really think you're worthy of competing with me? Since you're so obsessed with him, I'll step back. Wish you two a perfect match.
Soon I sent the messages. Lena withdrawed the one she had sent, leaving only the first sentence, the one where she say sorry to me. Not long after, Lena posted a new update online. She shared a screenshot of our chat and wrote, "Online waiting. Because Senior helped me at work." Only her gentle words were shown in the screenshot. Some of her earlier messages were not included.
On the screenshot, besides her regret words, the rest were my words blaming her. The few texts she recalled in between were all edited out. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, Ethan called me.
Ella, you've gone way too far this time. All our classmates know about it. Do you know what they're saying about you? I didn't expect you to be so petty. You can't even be kind to a poor girl. You must say sorry to Lena publicly, or else—
Ethan was really persistent about saying sorry. I didn't bother listening to the end and just hung up the phone. Then handed the contract to the assistant beside me. I give you 2 days to pull out all the funds I invested in Thornes.
Don't worry, miss. I'll handle it as soon as possible.
Ethan was right. I couldn't stop him and Lena, so I let go. I don't want him anymore. I'm the eldest daughter of the Carter family. The reason why I invested in this small company, Thornes, was because of Ethan. I wanted to work in the field of Cosmeceutical R&D. Thornes had its own R&D in Duen but a Shunchen-san. But do you profit wentes? It was on the verge of bankruptcy.
My investment saved Thornes, and naturally, the president of Thornes was happy to promote Ethan to the manager of the R&D department.
The reason why I interned at Thornes was to start from the beginning and gain experience. I also wanted to observe Ethan's work status, to see if he had the ability to become a senior executive of the Carter Group.
If he could pass my assessment, I would consider confessing my identity to him and marrying him, but now it seems that although he has a high-level education, he's not a suitable marriage partner.
The next day, I drove back to the house that Ethan and I shared. Since I had decided to break up, Ethan should move out of my house. When I opened the door, I found the house was bustling. They were several of Ethan's close classmates, along with their girlfriends. These classmates also worked at Thornes.
Congratulations to the junior sister. The few of us will be the backbone of the company in the future. Come on, junior sister, come and cut the cake for everyone.
Everyone looked delighted that Lena had been made permanent. In the center of the dining table was a pink 2-layer cake. My appearance ruined the happy mood.
Oh, what a lively gathering.
I knew you'd come back.
It was as if he was saying this house was his.
Now that you're here, say sorry to Lena in front of everyone.
Yeah, Ella. The junior sister is very easygoing. She's not a picky person.
Brian said, and was immediately gently tugged by his girlfriend.
In the scene, I looked at Lena. At this moment, her eyes were slightly red, as if on the verge of crying.
Sister Ella, don't misunderstand. I just borrowed Senior's house for a while. I don't care about what you accused me of yesterday. If you don't want to see me, I'll leave right now.
As soon as she finished speaking, Lena's tears fell.
Ella, say sorry.
Say sorry? Does she deserve it? Senior, let me go. I don't want to stay here and be laughed at.
Lena cried, shaking off Ethan's hand. As they tug, Lena stepped back and hit my perfume wall. Dozens of perfume bottles fell and shattered, filling the air with a chaotic mix of scents.
I stood there, stunned, staring at the broken perfume bottles on the ground. The room fell silent, and no one dared to breathe. Ethan was also stunned. Lena looked at the mess on the ground, and a flash of smugness passed through her eyes.
Sis Ella, I didn't mean to.
Lena, what can you use to compensate me? I was so angry that my whole body was shaking. I raised my hand to stop her from approaching.
Reacting, Ethan pushed me away. He protectively stood in front of Lena, shouting harshly.
What do you mean by that? Ella, you're going too far. Oh, it's just a few bottles of perfume? Is it really necessary?
I lost my balance and fell to the ground. The broken glass of the perfume bottle cut my arm and blood seeped out. Ethan clearly knew that these perfumes were all given to me by my mother. My mother loved perfume very much. Since I was a child, every time she went abroad, she would bring me a bottle of perfume.
These perfumes became a way to remember my mother. I bought a house near the school and put all the perfumes on the shelves. He moved in with me. I told him the stories behind the perfumes and told him not to touch them.
But now, these perfumes that I had cherished for years, representing my mother's love, were all deliberately destroyed by Lena, and Ethan, once again, took Lena's side.
Your arm is injured. What should we do?
Ignore her. She's doing it on purpose, trying to get my sympathy.
Ethan looked at me with disappointment.
Ella, I didn't know you'd learned these things too.
Lena looked at me cautiously, her eyes filled with smugness.
I just passed the test. I don't have much money. Is $1,000 enough to compensate you?
$1,000? I was almost laughed out of anger.
If it's not enough, I'll pay you another $1,000 when I get my salary. Is this a limited edition Heiress perfume? I saw it in a magazine just a few days ago. If I'm very out to reckon as her was a McCann's. If I'm not mistaken, the original price of this bottle is $38,000, right?
Everyone was shocked when they heard the price. Lena's face turned pale.
How could there be such an expensive perfume?
Ethan was also surprised when he heard this price.
Ella, don't scare Lena. I know that even Hermes perfume only costs $300 or $400.
Then I won't eat or drink for the next 2 months and compensate you $5,000. Is that okay? My monthly living expenses are less than dollars.
Don't cry. It's not all your fault. We all have a share of the responsibility. If you weren't thinking about Ella, you wouldn't have been in a hurry to leave and bumped into these perfumes.
Okay, here's what we'll do. Each of us take 1/3 of the loss. These dozens of the perfume bottles are probably worth around 5,000 to 6,000 each.
Yeah, this is the most appropriate way. We're all friends, Ella. Don't be too fussy.
I have the packaging boxes and purchase records for every bottle of perfume. Since you don't believe me, then call the FBI.
Ella, you're threatening to call the FBL over something so trivial? You don't give me any face at all. I'm really disappointed in you. We were having a great time today, but you ruined everyone's enjoyment.
Evan looked at me with displeasure.
Ella, you should leave now. Don't stay here and bother everyone.
Me leave? This was clearly my house. If anyone should leave, it should be you guys. You should know—
Ella! Don't go too far. I won't too far. I won't allow you to disrespect my schoolmates.
Ethan angrily pulled me toward the door. As we opened it, we were surprised to see President Thornes there. President Thornes was Ethan's boss. Behind him stood a man in his 20s. I had seen him once before. He was the president's son, Cole. It seemed that the father-son duo had come to me after learning that I was going to withdraw my investment. But Ethan misunderstood. He excitedly looked at everyone and said,
The president of Thornes must have come to congratulate Lena because he saw our outstanding abilities.
adjusted her clothes, and gave me a smug look.
Hello, President of Thornes. I never thought you would come to celebrate my entry into the company with us. We're truly honored.
Ethan let go of me and firmly shook the president of Thornes' hand. Lena pushed me aside and said,
Thank you, President of Thornes, for coming to my entry into the company party. I will definitely work hard in the future and won't let you down.
The president of Thornes hadn't reacted yet when he was pulled into the house. Cole was startled when he saw the blood still oozing from my arm. He quickly stepped forward.
You all right, Miss Ella? Let me get you home.
We're here to find Miss Ella.
Ethan was stunned for a moment. Then he seemed to realize something.
What do you think you're doing?
Mr. Chairman, I would like to explain why I approved Lena's application. I believe she is qualified for the position. Moreover, our supervisor is very experienced in this field and is willing to offer guidance. With his support, we can solve many project-related issues.
I believe you have your reasons, but this decision is wrong.
Cole treated my injury gently and smiled.
Sister, is this the person you chose? He doesn't seem to understand you well. I would treat you much better.
Ethan actually pointed at me and scolded me in public. He's never been so fierce.
So, Ella, you actually got close to young Master Cole in order to get a job. You have no bottom line.
Enough!
The chairman of Thornes said in a very serious tone.
Ethan, I think you've made a wrong judgment. No wonder Miss Ella wants to take back her investment. It's because of this situation. The Carter Group is our main supporter. Offending Miss Ella has brought great trouble to the company.
Someone couldn't help but ask.
Carter Group? Do you mean the Carter family? The richest in New York?
Ethan stared at the president of Thornes in shock, his eyes wide open and his lips trembling slightly.
I think there must be some misunderstanding here.
Yeah, President of Thornes, you must be mistaken.
If Ella is from the Carter family, why would she live with Senior Ethan?
The president of Thornes looked at Ethan as if he was a fool. Do you think I don't know who gave me the money? And am going to gave me and sign the contract with me? Do you think I'm as muddle-headed as you?
Let me tell you right now, Ella is the eldest daughter of the Carter family. All the R&D funds for your R&D department were provided by her. Yet you kicked her out of the company.
Ethan's face turned deathly pale. His Adam's apple bobbed, and he opened his mouth, but no words came out. Lena bit her lower lip, looking extremely unconvinced. This is simply impossible. The Carter family has so many companies. If Ella is really the eldest daughter of the Carter family, why would she come to such a small company like yours as an intern?
Well, you should ask your senior Ethan about that.
Cole said casually.
Before your senior Ethan graduated from graduate school, the young lady had already found a suitable company for his development. To put it bluntly, our small company is just a stepping stone for him. Once he achieves results, he can smoothly enter the Carter Group to work.
Before I could speak, Cole was shoved aside by Ethan.
Ella, I never imagined you'd do so much for me. I didn't mean to hurt you. But Lena cried in front of me several times, sorry that she didn't have this job. Her parents would make her go home and get married. I only gave in because I felt sorry for her. Ella, I promise, I'll keep my distance from her from now on. Please don't be angry with me, okay?
Lena shrieked. Senior Ethan, how could you beg her like that? With your qualifications, you could be highly valued anywhere. Why do you have to stay by Ella's side and have to be mindful of her mood every day?
Brian's girlfriend laughed.
Your junior sister is really interest. This is the Carter family. You and all understand what this eases? Even like wide air can see it clearly. Everyone fell silent. Everyone knew what the Carter family meant.
It's not easy to live without self-awareness.
Surprisingly, the president of Thornes didn't object when his son said this.
Ethan, Lena, you two go to the company to handle your resignations on Monday.
What do you mean?
Ethan was a confused.
You abused your power, ignored the company's normal reprotment process, and arranged a position for your junior sister, seriously affecting the company's interests. So, you're fired.
Ethan was obviously panicked.
President of Thornes, I've worked in the company for 3 years and made so many contributions to the company. How can you fire me?
Yes, over the past 3 years, your team has indeed made quite a contributions to the company.
Hearing this, Ethan let out a sigh of relief.
But there are more than a dozen in your team. Without you, can't the others develop new products? What you're saying is, are your schoolmates not contributing to the company? If they're not capable, I can replace everyone in the entire R&D department. As long as the money is right, what kind of talents can't be recruited? Don't you think so?
You're right.
Yes, that's right. How could you do this to me? Don't forget who introduced you to the company. Without me, would you even be able to stay here?
Junior brother, you can't say that. You got into the company and became the manager of the R&D department. Wasn't that all thanks to Ella? Besides, you did violate the company's rules and regulations, but that has nothing to do with us.
Greedy, no matter how good the relationship, even if they are lanners. I doubt they're jointilies and eventually would against water.
Upon hearing that she was about to be fired after just being promoted to a permanent position, Lena grabbed President Thornes' arm without regard for her image.
President Thornes, I didn't make Ethan violate company rules. I all told this Ellie several times that I was willing to give her to the permanent position. It was Ethan who insisted I stay. I'm innocent, President Thornes.
I know this might sound selfish, but besides, as an investor, Sister Ella shouldn't have taken up the quota of a normal intern. Without her, I could have passed probation. Lena pleaded humbly.
Please, President of Thornes, give me a chance. I'm willing to do even basic work.
Ethan was stunned. He didn't expect it that even Lena, though, turned against him. He stared at Lena in shock, too angry to sow wetter.
Seeing that President Thornes did not react, Lena turned to me again and begged. Sister Ella, I was being naive before, but there's definitely nothing between me and Senior Ethan. Please, don't drive me away, okay? I sneered. Really? I took out my phone, whose screen had been smashed by Ethan, and projected a video onto the TV. It was the chat record that Lena sended me. Since I was a child, my parents taught me to keep evidence of everything. So, 1 second before Lena withdrew the messages, I started recording. Lena the drone was in my hanks, and then withdrawing the messages as they recorded. Upon seeing this, she collapsed to the ground.
I told you Lena was definitely causing trouble, and I told you to stay away from her. Wasn't I right? She spread rumors about Ella first, then posted on Instagram to mislead everyone, causing you all to comfort her and even make Ella sorry to her.
Brian's girlfriend gave him a disdainful look.
You've all been used by her. I think it's you guys who should say sorry to Ella.
I can't believe it either. Lena really did this? We were all fooled by how she looked.
After watching the video, Ethan finally understood the truth.
Lena! Wonder Ella wanted to break up with me. I thought she was making a mountain out of a mole leg, but it was you who was sowing discord behind my back. Sinton Foriesenschul I ban je siet limber and saw your shianshin. When are you shama what don't whisper bomb? Why did you do this to all?
Lena's eyes were red from crying. Can't you see my feelings for you? I just want to be with you. What's wrong with that? The sudden confession left Ethan speechless. He even forgot that Lena had just accused him. Just then, several people pushed open the half-closed door and walked in.
You guys are having a colleague gathering? Have fun. Don't mind us.
They looked around the room, ignoring everyone present. Everyone was stunned and didn't react for a moment. A short-haired man around 30 years old looked around and said,
The location of this house is just average. I don't know if it's in a school district.
A woman in her 50s behind him continued.
Let's make do for now. When your sister makes a fortune, she can buy you a better one.
A woman carrying a child followed the older woman.
The master bedroom has a bathroom. It'll be more convenient for us with the baby. Tell your sister to move her things to the second bedroom. We're moving in today.
Everyone looked at each other in bewilderment, not knowing who these people were.
Ethan, are these your relatives? I don't know them.
Everyone turned to look at Ethan, but I noticed that Lena, who was sitting on the ground, had turned deathly pale.
Lena, when will your colleagues leave? Our luggage downstairs. We need to move it up soon.
Lena got up from the ground, her head bowed, and tried to push the woman towards the door.
Ma, what are you doing here? Didn't I tell you not come? Go, quickly.
Lena, what do you mean? Have you become too big-headed to care about your family now that you've made it? Do you think you can justify all the hard work your family put into sending you to school?
They were actually Lena's family members.
Lena was so anxious that she burst into tears.
Brother, Mom, please leave here first. Let's talk outside, okay?
Sat down on the sofa and lit a cigarette.
Now that I'm here, I'm not leaving.
Finally, Lena shouted.
This isn't my house. What right do you have to stay here?
Her brother, however, crossed his legs and said nonchalantly,
Why to be so fussy? Since you're in a relationship, your family, your boyfriend's house and be yours in the future, won't. You're Ethan? Lena's boyfriend? I'm Ethan, but I'm not Lena's boyfriend.
Threw the cigarette on the ground, stood up, and grabbed his collar.
What? You got together and now you don't want to take responsibility? If you don't admit it, that's fine. My sister can't be with you for nothing. This house will be the compensation.
Seeing this, Cole quickly stepped in front of me to protect me.
I finally understood. They thought Ethan was Lena's boyfriend and wanted to move in. She is just my junior sister. She is my girlfriend.
They are all my and Ethan's toll disciples, and they can all testify to me that I have never been with Ethan.
What's going on? Didn't you say he was your boyfriend? Didn't you say he had a 4-bedroom big house that our whole family could live in?
I only said he might become my boyfriend. I haven't succeeded yet. I didn't expect you to come so early.
There's no time like the present, so you two should stay together today. We've already packed our things and come all this way. We're not going back. Staying today is better than staying another day. Anyway, we've already packed our things and come here. We're not going back.
Even if they get together, Ethan isn't going to give you the house. It's such an expensive house. What are you thinking?
I never thought your junior sister had such plans. Ethan's parents so hard to earn many. Wayshiv should give it ta.
I was wondering why junior sister Lena was so cold to me. It's because I can't afford a house.
Facing everyone's comments, Lena, just crying, lowered her head and said nothing. Ethan looked at me guiltily. Just as he was about to explain, I spoke first. You seem to have made a mistake. This house isn't Ethan's. It's mine. Caught red-handed in public, Ethan's expression froze completely.
Ethan, didn't you say this house was bought by your family for over $3 million?
That's right. We always thought this house was yours.
You're kidding. I don't believe you.
This is not my house.
Cole whispered to me.
Sister, people like him who can't figure out their place and are always looking to take advantage are no good.
Lena was more agitated than anyone else.
Ethan, this is clearly not your house. Why did you say you had a big house downtown when we first met at graduate school? If I'd known you couldn't afford a house, I wouldn't have come looking for you in the first place.
Lena's brother and Ethan got into an argument.
You know how much my sister has suffered for you?
I have nothing to say to you.
You're awful.
It wasn't until my assistant came with staff and a lawyer that they were separated. Ethan's face was bruised and swollen, and he was hardly recognizes.
These damaged perfumes are worth over $4 million. Adding my lady's cell phone, arm injuries, and compensation for emotional distress, the total comes to $5 million. These damaged perfumes are worth over $4 million. Adding my lady's cell phone, arm injuries, and compensation for emotional distress, the total comes to $5 million. According to the surveillance footage, the compensation for the perfume will be split equally between the two of you, Desporn and Mr. Ethan will bear the remaining costs. If you refuse to pay, we will resolve this through legal channels, and you will bear the corresponding legal responsibility.
My lawyer is polite at all times. Lena and Ethan's faces turned deathly pale, and their bodies trembled.
Ella, I really know I was wrong. I'm just Sart. I can't wait to do anime things.
Please forgive me this once. From now on, I'll do whatever you say. After we're together, I'll give you all the money I earn. I'll listen to you in everything, okay? I swear, I'll never have any connection with other women for the rest of my life. I will only love you.
Looking at Ethan's disheveled stant, my Sinef's Fandoverlearning. Ethan, I only have one question for you. A flicker of light appeared in Ethan's eyes, the car you drive. Did you tell others it was mine or yours? Ethan opened his mouth, and the light in his eyes dimmed. When I was in college, I bought a car just to keep a low profile. After graduation, I gave it to Ethan since he didn't have one. He was the first among his friends to own a car.
After a long silence, so long that I already knew the answer, Ethan murmured.
I said it was mine.
Would you choose someone like Lena? Ethan quickly shook his head.
But in this regard, you're just like Lena. You both like to claim other people's things as your own. You look down on Lena, but do you think I can think highly of you?
But I love you, Ella.
Ethan, if you really loved me, you wouldn't have hurt me together with Lena. Do you really not know how Lena feels about you? You're just not willing to be with only me and enjoy the feeling of being depended on too much. Once you meet someone with better conditions than me, someone who can give you more, would you still say you love me? Your love is completely worthless. As the Carter family, do you think I need to worry about not having anyone who truly loves me? Right now, your top priority should be thinking about how to take responsibility. At the sincere request of the Thornes father-son pair, I retained my investment. Cole excitedly promised that he would have good results. A month later, Ethan transferred $1.5 million to me. This was money gathered by his parents using all their savings, selling a house in their hometown in the small town, and adding his 3-year savings. He will have to work hard on his own to pay off the remaining over $1 million. Lena, however, wasn't so lucky. Without her family to support her in order to make money, she chose to rely on others and was living in a place arranged by them. 2 years passed like this. Lena accidentally got pregnant. She took a sum of money from that person and paid off all her debts. But before she could give birth, she was discovered by that person's family. During the argument, she got injured and lost both the baby and her fertility. Lena, who lost both her child and her support at the same time, had a mental breakdown and her life fell into hardship. After hearing this, I just sighed softly. If she had chose to rely on herself back then, things might have been different. Cole leaned close to my ear and said confidently,
Sister, I'm sure I can increase profits by 15% this year.
I smiled and looked out of the window. After retaining the investment, I officially took over the supervision of Thornes. My father was right. Those who have experienced betrayal should learn how to take control of the overall situation. When I attended the Thornes board meeting as an investor for the first time, Cole deliberately gave me the main seat.
Sister, please.
The meeting room was filled with people, most of them unfamiliar faces. Some looked at me with scrutiny, while others showed indifferent. The president of Thornes cleared his throat.
Everyone, this is Miss Ellie, the representative of the Carter Group and currently the largest investor in our company. Starting from today, she will participate in the company's major decisions.
I nodded in greeting and swept my calm gaze across the room. I'm glad to work with you all. Thornes has a good foundation in the field of cosmeceutical research and development, but the market changes rapidly. We need to adjust our strategy.
I distributed the pre-prepared reports to everyone. This is the market analysis and suggestions I've made. Please take a look. The sound of pages turning filled the meeting room. Some people frowned while others nodded. The new manager of the R&D department, Director Lyon, whom I promoted, spoke first.
Ella's analysis is very thorough. We do rely too much on traditional channels, and online marketing is our weakness. The transformation requires funds, and with the current profit margin,
Funds are not a problem. The problem is the direction. Cole, you said earlier that you would increase the profit by 15% this year. What are your specific plans?
I've already contacted several internet celebrity incubator companies and plan to build our own live streaming matrix. In addition, I intend to cooperate with several top-tier hospitals to launch co-branded products.
He talked eloquently and clearly. I listened, took notes, and occasionally asked questions. After the 2-hour meeting, the looks in the eyes of several senior directors towards me were obviously different.
Miss Ella, you're really young and promising.
Thank you very much. I will continue to learn from all the Durendas.
Walking out of the meeting room, Cole followed me.
Sister, how did I perform?
Not bad. I told him the truth, but the plans have to be implemented. I want to see the detailed plan and budget.
No problem.
His eyes sparkled. Works gradually got on the right track. I was constantly shuttling between the Carter Group and Thornes Cosmeceuticals Disgrains we many mizzies. So busy that I don't have to squeeze it for Fent.
That night, when I was working overtime until 10 p.m., Cole came knocking with some late-night snacks.
Sister, no matter how busy you are, you should eat.
He brought seafood congee from an old, established restaurant, which was still warm.
How did you know I haven't eaten yet?
The light in your office was on. I guessed you must have forgotten again. So, have you finished reading the new plan?
I've finished reading it. There are a few places that need to be revised. I opened the folder. Here, cost control can be further optimized.
We discussed until late at night. By the time I finally finished rewriting the last word is almost 12 o'clock.
I'll take you home.
No need, the driver's downstairs.
Then at least let me take you to your car.
In the elevator, we stood side by side in the Vader. He was a head taller than me, wearing a well-tailored suit jacket with the cuffs casually rolled up.
Sister, do you have any dates recently?
Why do you ask this all of a sudden?
Just curious. Someone as outstanding as you must have a lot of admirers, right?
No time. I'm too busy with work.
So, if someone said they wanted to pursue you, would you consider it?
Straight lights, his expression was serious, and tips of Erbud were slightly red.
Under the streetlights, his expression was serious, and the tips of his ears were slightly red.
Cole, I really don't have the mood for relationships right now.
I know, I'm just getting in line in advance. When you do have the mood, would you consider me first? You have my number.
We'll see.
Get some rest early. Good night, sister.
Something inside me softened a little. I turned and walked toward the car.
Ethan contacted me again. Daytime it was through an email, sounding a long letter of repentance. He showed he had fight off saw his jides, and his notice outgonsa capmingsi as a chisenshin, but eightant joan to night wait, and his life was fulfilling. He said he finally understood what it meant to be down to earth. He said he was sorry, that he regretted it, and that he hoped I could give him a chance to apologize in person. I didn't reply. Some injuries can't be smoothed over with just a simple apology. Some paths, once taken wrongly, can't be retraced.
I ran into him outside the office building that day.
Ethan!
Ella. What a coincidence.
Do you work here?
Yeah, the tiny office on the 16th floor. I do some basic technical support. It's not as good as Thornes, but it's steady.
That's good. He rubbed his hands.
Did you read that email?
Yes.
I just wanted to say sorry to you in person.
He looked up, his eyes a little red.
I know I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I'm really sorry.
The evening breeze blew, brackled a cold of early autumn. I looked at the man in front of me who'd once my heart flutter and then broken it. There was neither hatred nor love in my heart. Only calmness remained. I forgive you. It's all in the past. Live a good life. He was stunned for a moment, then nodded heavily.
Thank you. You take care too.
Yeah. I turned and left without looking back. When I reached the building entrance, Cole happened to come out.
Sister, who was that person?
He looked in the direction Ethan had left, an acquaintance from the past. It's all over.
That's good. Have lunch together? I know a new Japanese restaurant nearby.
Sure. Cole's transformation plan went smoothly. 3 months later, the sales of Thornes' first live streaming exceeded $1 million. At the celebration party, the leader of Thornes said to me with a smile,
Miss Ella, you've been very helpful to our company.
"It's all thanks to our team. Cheers to all of us."
I'd like to thank you. We couldn't have done this without you.
It's your osenzagesis. But don't get complaited. There's still a long way to go.
I know. With you watching over me, I don't dead be ausen.
The cur, he trending lumbo.
Zaya. Next month going to France for further yadi.
Further ready?
Yeah. A short-time management course. It's 3 months. My dad said he wants me to study more systematically.
That's great. When are you leaving?
On the 5th of next month. Will you miss me?
The car was parked out front of my place.
Sister, can I get an answer when I come back?
What answer?
When can I pursue you?
I'll wait till you finish your studies and come back. Be careful on the way.
Good night.
His agreeing tran from stimping, Nam and Ben with unconcealing joy. After Cole left, work got even busier. But he really sent me an email every day. Sometimes it was course notes, sometimes it was random photos he took, and sometimes it was just a simple sentence like, "It rained in Paris today. How's the weather on your side, sister?" I rarely replied, but I read every email. 3 months passed quickly. On the day Cole came back, I went to the airport to pick him up. He came out pushing his luggage. He had gotten a bit tanned, but he looked energetic. When he saw me, his eyes lit up and he walked towards me quickly.
Sister!
He gave me a hug.
I missed you so much.
Watch your behavior. I pushed him away. So many people are watching.
What's wrong with me hugging my own boss?
In the car, he chattered nonstop.
How interesting the courses were.
How strict the professors were, and how good the coffee in Paris was.
How strict the professor, and how good the coffee in Heiress.
I listened quietly and responded occasionally.
Sister.
He suddenly quieted down.
Did you miss me these 3 months?
I've been very busy with work. I evaded the question.
You did, didn't you? That means you did.
He smiled.
Even just a little bit is fine.
I didn't respond and turned to look out of the window. He didn't ask any further, and his lips just kept curving upward. Cole came huelef the kunstige performance to Sonder. By Nyendel Celobrienquith would have Vaisdak Gonshanjiang. So a Jonkershire, he time Wu Tide, fighting of Queen Arenquaringe and Lithiralawa.
I want to give this award to someone.